All right, y'all. First and foremost, I want to thank you guys so much on the reveal of the FRS. If you guys missed the last video on the channel, your boy got another FRS, man. I go through all the details in that video, so check that video out if you have not seen it yet. But I just want to say thank you so much on all the love and support on that last video. You guys seemed very hyped on me building another FRS. So excited to get that thing going, and I hope you guys are just as excited as I am for this build. But yeah, onto the Mustang, man. Just want to show you guys real quick before we get too far in the video that the new drop Ford theme for Border Supply that matches perfect with my Ford Mustang is now live. A close up on what we're dropping, but I kind of wanted to give it a little vintage look, so I got it screen printed in this super sick kind of distressed worn style. So it's so cool, very different from the previous drops I've done. It looks sick. You can literally wear it with anything. If you guys have been watching the videos, I've been wearing this specific shirt all the time, man. When I'm golfing, working on the car, literally every freaking day almost. Only thing is though, I only made 100 hoodies and 100 t-shirts, and that is it. Inventory is very limited. I only made 100 of each. I just posted on Instagram too, so all the Instagram peeps know that this drop is live. So if you want to secure your hoodie, your t-shirt, or even both, hit that link down below. It'll send you straight to the website. I'm excited to see you guys repping this merch online and in person. As always, man, when you're out, you know, wearing the merch, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see it. I would love to repost it. And yeah, today, it's been a while, but we showed some love to the Mustang. We installed something new, finally. Enjoy the video. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's start working on the Mustang. It's been a while since I've touched it. So it's kind of crazy because I actually used to really like these seats. When I first got the car, I think it was like 2 years ago, I was a big fan of the stock seats. So this red right here, they're actually seat covers. A lot of people think they're OEM. Under it, it's actually black OEM. I don't know, I feel like over time, I feel like you sit very high up in this car. And that right there is one thing that bothers the living heck out of me, is when you sit in a car and you're driving and you just feel like you're like too high up. It kind of feels like that a little bit, you know, kind of elevated, something that bothers me every time I drive it. So today we're gonna fix that. It's actually been a while since we've done anything new to the Mustang. I literally don't even remember the last thing we have done to this car. It's been that long, but it's pretty cool. We get to, you know, change something up with this car, because it's been, I feel like, so long. From the outside, we've done a lot cosmetically. Wide body kit, the bags, the wheels, clear tails, paint match wide body kit. But we go to the inside, not much is done to it. One thing I definitely want to do is the steering wheel. Steering wheel just looks so plain and bland. I feel like that's one thing I definitely want to do after the seats. I feel like literally in all my cars, I don't really touch the interior that much. Maybe once we do this car and I feel the difference with, you know, customizing the interior, maybe I'll get convinced to do the other cars. Here we have it, guys. Pair of seats from the boys over at Corbeau. Can you guys see the color already? As you can see, peeking through the wrapper, it's red. And yes, I still want to keep the red theme on the car. My brakes are red too, so it kind of matches, you know, like the calipers with the interior. I just feel like the red pops a lot. I didn't really want to do black because the stock seats are black. You know, the paint is dark, but I feel like the interior just like popping with the red, I feel like that's peak right there. Take the plastic off and we'll see what they officially look like. Oh, these are gonna be so cool. I need to do seats more often, bro. This is sick. Dude, yes. So right here, we actually have the brackets for the Mustang. These are their actual brackets and mounts for the seats. So they pair up literally perfect for, you know, seats made by them, obviously. But dang, man, check it out. What do you guys think of the new seats? Oh my gosh, my girlfriend is not gonna like these. I already told her I got seats for the Mustang and she's like, no. She is so against bucket seats. She hated them in the FRS. This is gonna be very different. Oh my gosh. If I wanted to, these would definitely hold me in, but I don't track this car. It's not made for the track. These are sick, man. Heck yeah. All right, brackets are on. We're gonna need a T55 And yeah, it's pretty easy honestly to take off the stock bolt, or the stock bolts, the stock seats. All I have to do, push it back all the way, get a little pick or pry tool, whatever, take this thing off, this cover, if I can do it without scratching everything. Oh, there you go. Big old freaking T55. Zap this off. Now to access the back, we'll push this seat all the way forward. That way we can have some clearance. This is actually a very good way to like vacuum your car. Once the seats are out, it's like the best way possible to have access under your seats to clean or vacuum or whatever. And you'll probably find some stuff that you forgot you had. And probably a lot of French fries as well under your seat. After that, they're free. And that thing flinged off, you saw that? Now there is electrical wires under. Now I heard supposed to disconnect the battery first. It's freaking hot. 10 mil, just like that. And now if you look under, I know you guys probably cannot see, but there's actually two. So there's a big one. There you go. I think we're free. And they're out. Yeah, as you can see, it's just these two. The heck, look at this. These some French fries. Yeah, it's a good opportunity to like, you know, vacuum now that we're here. So probably gonna end up doing that. Some chips, a lot of chips and fries. All right, passenger seat is out. What the heck? Yo, this is a come up. Like a half a pack of 5 gum. What the heck? Got a charger. Could always use this. Yeah, you guys will find a lot of stuff if you take your seats out, surprisingly. I'm absolutely in love with my freaking giraffe tool setup. We got the vacuum and the pressure washer. So freaking cool, because just at your convenience, just pull it to your car and it's like as simple as that. Even got a button so you can start it. Alright, so everything's pretty much good to go in. I feel like this place is a freaking mess. Just finished vacuuming the whole inside. As you can see, it's pretty much spotless now. Slide it out. Oh, my allergies, bro. So annoying. Nice and clean. Damn, it's been a while since I've seen these back seats like this. I think that's gonna look really good. Quick little Home Depot run. I actually gotta get 2 pieces of hardware. The seatbelt bracket for the plug or whatever. I forgot, I can't think right now. So I took one bracket off just so I can bring it to Home Depot to see what kind of bolt I need, like a thread pitch. Oh my gosh, bro. I'm getting my red seats all freaking dirty. Not the biggest issue in the world, but yeah, I wasn't able to reuse the factory one. I'm gonna do a Home Depot run, pick up the bolt that we need. Hopefully they have it. Honestly, it works out because I low-key need a break anyways. It's so hot. Alright, so I have a question. Alright, so we got the bolts and everything. I know I'm not the only one that thinks about this, but I always have these like random questions that pop up in my head. I must sound like a real weirdo right now, but obviously, you know, technology is crazy nowadays. These crazy machines make all these, you know, cars and, you know, parts, whatever, everything, literally, they make everything. So my question is, before these machines existed to make all these crazy things in the world, how do you create a machine? How do you tell a machine to do that from nothing, from a scrap of metal? How do you create a machine and make it to the point where you can tell it to create all this stuff? I don't know. I literally cannot, my brain can't process that. Like that light pole right there, a machine made that. A machine made this steering wheel. Like how can a human gather a a pile of scrap metal and make a machine to make these machines. I don't get it. I don't understand, guys. Help my brain process this. It's kind of bizarre how humans were able to do this. Seatbelt is attached. Got the nut and bolt. Check it out, man. How do we look? We got the new seats in the Mustang. Right off the bat, not gonna lie, I feel like the height is the same. So I thought it was gonna be a little bit lower, but I honestly feel like it's probably the same. I did think if I went with like a planted seat bracket, then it probably would sit lower. Since these do have sliders, I think it raises it just a little bit. But other than that, they're in. It looks sick. It just definitely gives that more of a race car vibe. It looks just way more modified with these seats in. Damn, that looks freaking baller. Dude, like, look at this angle. That's so hard. I don't know, it's just a vibe, bro. It just makes the car look way more modified. And I also forgot, since we took off the rear seat covers, you guys can low-key see what I mean. The fronts just kind of pop. If the backs were red too, it would just be like a big red area. But we got that contrast. I think that definitely was a move. I feel like those seats set it off. As you can see, we got the red calipers. Literally matches perfect with the seats. Heck yeah, comment down below. What do you guys think of the new seats? I know it's kind of similar since, you know, they were both red, but these are actual seats, not just seat covers. I feel like I'm definitely gonna be taking a lot of Instagram photos like this. Probably gonna do it right now. We are 16 hours away from the merch drop. Just finished editing, or I'm about to finish editing this vlog, and I want to launch this vlog at the same time I launch the merch drop. Goes hand in hand. Yeah, it is 12:43 and I have my alarm set for 4:40 a.m. because I have work tomorrow. It's Friday, so we're running low on sleep, but I gotta get this done. I gotta get this video posted, gotta get the website ready, which I will show you guys a little bit right now. Every time I do a new merch drop, I have to add, obviously these are the new products. We got the hoodie and the t-shirt, the Ford theme. So I have to add it to my website, and you pretty much have to just type in all of this information, you know, like a description. You gotta add all the pictures, go through all the sizes, put the prices, put the quantities. Yeah, as you can see, I'm not even dropping a lot, to be honest. I'm only dropping 100 in each one. Once you add the products on like the back end of the website, like behind the scenes, you gotta like customize the freaking storefront, update the pictures, you know, make sure everything looks good from a customer standpoint. I actually have all the old stuff at the bottom. So this is a previous drop, the BMW one. So yeah, I've just been kind of tidying up the website before tomorrow, which is the launch date. I think everything looks fine. I usually keep it simple, to be honest, the website. So yeah, I'm pretty much towards the end of handling all of this merch drop stuff. I literally just have to import this clip right here that I'm filming into iMovie, edit that up, render the whole video, and upload it to YouTube so it's ready for tomorrow. Yeah, I literally have the rest of the vlog already edited, music chopped up, everything. Just gotta do the outro, which I'm filming right now. Appreciate you all for sticking to the end. Also, this is hella random, but I've been getting the same haircut. I was kind of doing like a short mullet, so I was growing out the back, but I kind of got over it and I got a fade on the back. Oh my gosh, guys, since I had like a mullet on the back for like, I want to say over a year, I have such a bad tan line right now. It's actually embarrassing. The back of my head is like literally white. It looks like chalk. I'm not even joking. I don't even want to show you guys, but dude, it looks crazy. Bro, that is so bad. I'm literally just gonna like go outside and lay on my face with the sun beaming down on my neck to get rid of that tan line. But anyways, hope y'all have a good one today. Make it a good one. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.